Hello, everybody. Welcome to cricketworld.com. We are back again with our daily match insights video where we are looking at the third day's play in the third test match between England and India at the Lord's Cricket Ground. As always, I've got Nikhil Narayan with me to analyze the third day's play, look ahead to the fourth day's play. Nikhil, you've got to say that India let slip an advantage thanks to some selfish cricket by the batters looking for achievements and by some timid cricket by the tail.
Absolutely, Chandresh. India could have dominated this test match, could have dominated day three, but they let go of a big advantage. And as you rightly mentioned, putting personal milestones over, the collective goodness of the team, it doesn't show well and it doesn't pay off in the long run. So that run out of Rishabh Pant, which you are referring to, that was, it's only a consequence of trying to help KL Rahul get to his 100 in a hurry. If that was not the case, they wouldn't have gone for the quick run. They could have well waited, and that partnership, was going strong for India. They could have put 200 plus up and almost batted England out of the game. So that was a touch disappointing to put personal milestones above, the collective good of the team. And something to which KL Rahul also admitted that the run out was a consequence of trying to get to his 100. Apart from that, India still were in a position of dominance. Ravindra Jadeja and Nitish Kumar Reddy. I mean, they had taken India to 326 of 5 when Nitish Kumar Reddy got out. Then there was a 50-run partner. Jadeja was going strong. Post Jadeja's dismissal at 376, India lost their last 4 wickets for 11 runs. The tail did not contribute much, unlike the England tail, which put on 100 plus runs. So there, I thought India let go of our advantage. They could have easily put piled on 420, 430 plus in and taken a 50, 60 run lead, which would have been vital given India batting fourth in this test match. So now, Chandresh, it's going to be India will need to dismiss England for less than 250, 260. But batting fourth would be a little tricky on this Lord's wicket.
Yeah, just on that point about the day's play, uh, Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul, like you said, started off well, and it looked like England was looking listless, and they had no plan. It was all over the place for England. Rishabh Pant reached his half century in fine style, but just that last over before lunch, uh, KL Rahul wanted to get to his 100 before the lunch interval, and he missed an opportunity of the first delivery of that Shoaib Bashir over. He finally got 100 after lunch, and that personal milestone thing really weighed on KL Rahul's mind, and then he finally fell to Shoaib Bashir, tame dismissal once again. Uh, I, India just seemed to be getting into a rut after KL Rahul, after Rishabh Pant got out. That partnership between Nitish Kumar Reddy and Ravindra Jadeja, they weathered the Jofra Archer's storm because he was bowling at over 90 miles an hour, and it was scary stuff. But they weathered that storm, and it seemed like India had gotten the better of England at that stage after the first two sessions, because hardly any wickets fell in the first two wickets fell in the first two sessions. But what happened post that tea interval was what really undid all the good work that had been done early in the day.
Absolutely, Chandresh. Jadeja and Nitish Kumar added 72. They took their time, but that was needed after the quick dismissals of Pant and KL Rahul. Then Jadeja and Washington added 50 of 113 deliveries. And just when they looked set to give India a good, healthy lead, both of them got out. And then, the tail did not wag. Akashdeep, Bumrah. I mean, no one contributed really, and India folded up last 4 wickets, as I said, just for 11 runs. Touch disappointing. India cannot let go of such positions against a top team like England. Now going into stumps on day three, it is slightly with the scores level, which was a abnormally only happened in only 9 instances in Test history when the first innings totals have been leveled. But having said that, England have the slight advantage, given uh, that India is going to bat last in this Test match.
And also considering the fact that for India, you just need to take the first 6 wickets. The remaining 4 wickets just fold up without any fight, and that's a bit disappointing because it happened in the first Test match. It happened again in the third Test match in the first innings now, uh, uh, and there seems to be no intent whatsoever from the lower order to contribute with the bat. It's almost as if they want to run away from from the pitch, and they're better off being away from all the action. And I think, and I just have a question about Washington Sundar's plan as well. I really didn't understand what he was trying to do there because he was neither scoring runs, he was letting Archer have a go at the tail while he was happy at the non-striker's end. Also, when he got just before he got out, Archer moved that backstop right behind the wicket keeper, and he played that shot right to that same fielder who had been moved a ball before. What does it tell you about the cricketing intelligence over there?
Yeah, I mean, it was quite disappointing. Washington Sundar, he played second fiddle to Ravindra Jadeja, took his time. But once Jadeja got out, it was expected that Sundar, being the, senior batter, he would take control, take a few more risks. But he didn't farm the strike even against Akashdeep or against Bumrah. And he didn't. So that was very disappointing on Washington Sundar's part because he has all the strokes, he can change gears, and it was needed then. India needed a quick 20, 30, 40. There was no point, uh, you know, hanging around, wasting deliveries, exposing the tail. Uh, Disappointing to see what Washington Sundar did with the bat there. Given that he's also, he generally has a good cricket brain. So that was very disappointing, the lack of initiative shown by Washington Sundar, because that 20, 30, 40 run lead, could ultimately be the difference between losing and winning this test match.
Absolutely. And then towards the end of the day, we had some drama, a lot of drama between the Indian side, Indian players, and Zach Crawley. Ben Duckett got involved, the skipper got involved, the Indian skipper rather, Shubman Gill. He had a bit of an argument with Zach Crawley, and he had words to say. The rest of the Indian team got involved. The ball got hit on Zach Crawley's finger. He called for the physio. Basically, the plan was to not let the second over be bowled, and Zach Crawley succeeded in that.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand the frustration. I mean, there was enough time for 2 overs to be bowled, but Zach Crawley clearly did not want a second over, so he wasted, and he was deliberately wasting time. So I understand the animated behavior of the Indian captain, the Indian bowlers. They were clearly not disappointed, and then they all surrounded Zach Crawley. It got a bit heat. I mean, I think it is okay. I mean, these things only add to the atmosphere. They add to the tension and the drama on the field, as long as it's not carried beyond an extent. So I think it was good. I think it'll add, there'll be some, it'll add to the contest this morning also. There'll be some drama around Zach Crawley, and if he gets out early, the send off he'll get, it'll be very interesting. But I think all in all, I mean, these things sort of add to the spectacle. So I personally do not have a problem with that. It only adds to the whole atmosphere of the contest.
Yeah, we had something similar 4 years ago at Lords between England and India when Virat Kohli was the lead aggressor. And it started off first with James Anderson going after Jasprit Bumrah, the entire English team going after Jasprit Bumrah. And then when England was batting on that final day, Virat Kohli went after Ollie Robinson and James Anderson. And so we had a lot of drama 4 years ago as well at Lords. It's good to see some needle finally. Like you said, it might be interesting to see what happens on the fourth day. What do you expect on the fourth day?
If in I think India would want to restrict England to less than 250. Anything above 250 would be slightly tricky. I know this is not a typical Lord's wicket; it's slight flattish, but still, you've noticed some of the balls, are bouncing off a good length. There is still a little bit of zip in the wicket. Jofra Archer has shown that. Jasprit Bumrah has shown that. Especially the new ball, it is sort of moving around, and there's a bit of spin also. So anything above 250 will be tricky. I think 290 plus would be in England's favor. 250 below would be in India. Between 250 and 290 would be par. So that is my reading, of what India should target to chase in the fourth innings.
Yeah, for that, India needs to get the English tail out, which they have been finding difficult. Even in the Test match they won, India, they struggle to get the tail out in the second innings. And they need to hold on to their catches as well. So let's see what happens on the fourth day. We'll be reviewing the 4 days play right here on cricketworld.com. Remember, you can also be part of the conversation that Nikhil and I are having. And you can like, share, subscribe, and comment, and be part of the conversation with Nikhil and myself. We'll be back again tomorrow with yet another look at the 4 days play. Till then, take good care of yourselves. It's goodbye and God bless from Nikhil and myself. We sign off.